Okay, so this is our presentation on Lenovo. This is the framework we will use. We will begin with a brief overview of Lenovo, then continue with a market analysis of the computer hardware industry and the VR AR technology, and then we will continue with our reasons of why Lenovo should roll out of the glasses in the B2B sector, and then we will provide recommendations and finally give our conclusion. So, Lenovo Ltd is the biggest PC manufacturer worldwide, operating in 160 countries. Throughout its timeline, we can quickly see that it has purchased several companies' divisions, such as IBM Personal Computer Division and Fujitsu's PC Division. Regarding market analysis, while the computer hardware manufacturer industry has a big market size of $255 billion, it has a negative growth of negative 8.7%, and it is expected to continue decreasing over the next 5 years. Also, in this pie graph, we can see the market share of the biggest competitors, Lenovo having a 22.5% market share. On the contrary, virtual reality and augmented reality technology has a lot of future potential in many market applications, adding a lot of value to many different products and services. It will become a complement business to that of the PC industry. It is at its early stage of the product life cycle, and it also has many cost-efficient benefits. By 2025, it is expected to have a market size of $571 billion, more than the double of the computer hardware industry. In the two graphs at the left, we can see that a high growth is expected in both consumer and enterprise segments, especially in the enterprise segment, and that AR/VR application is also supposed to increase in multiple markets, especially in the gaming industry.
So, onto our reasons. To start, let's define the clear differences between B2B and B2C for Lenovo. According to market research, the B2B segment has a key focus on productivity, meaning that they give importance to the business-related features of the product. On the other side, B2C is likely to pay for innovation and advanced functionality, and they are typically younger generations. So, where should Lenovo roll out its new VR and AR glasses? We've conducted a thorough analysis based on a set of criteria of both segments to arrive to the best target when releasing the glasses. We've started with the potential clients the company may have. Regarding B2B, we find that consumer purchase intentions are high, with 38.4%. The most influential group is called IT progressives, and these are engaged clients and very progressive in IT, recommending Lenovo's products up to 8 times more than the average business consumer, so the potential for expansion is extremely high. They are characterized by 20% emotion and 80% features or performance-based, requiring more function-based and technical advertising campaigns. On the other hand, purchase intentions in B2C are mid-high, formed mainly by millennials with 22.4%. Marketing is around 80% emotion and 20% features, meaning that the function giving to Lenovo's product is more focused on leisure and the hype on the individual. The segment is worked on by Lenovo by tracking each individual across multiple channels. This requires a personalized customer experience, meaning higher marketing costs. Another criteria was the cost to raise awareness. In B2B, we have detected a lower value as AR and VR is developing very fast due to the emergence of Microsoft HoloLens, for example. Also, forward-thinking companies willing to push new tech boundaries are heavily attracted to VR, so they are a huge potential consumer who are aware of new tech releases by companies like Lenovo. Lately, AR has been a good substitute for substantial and complex products that are hard to sell outside a physical space, so it is very attractive in sale processes as well. Early adoption of AR and VR is already taking place in large manufacturing companies across the globe, where their initial investments in this space are seeing exponential return and are enabling them to outpace the competition. On the other side, VR is not catching on quite quickly as a B2C product, as seen with Facebook and Oculus, and the high prices set by competitors, HoloLens for example at $3,000, are making it more affordable for companies than for individuals, and many people are willing to go into unknown territory. As a result, costs required to generate awareness would be very high. Lenovo has strategic relationships with different types of companies that allow it to increase its presence in the world and spread the brand. The partnership with the NFL in the US is a clear example of success collaboration in the B2B world and serves as a valid and competent model for Lenovo to imitate. The growth of the company through M&A has also included the acquisition of network already established by purchased companies. The sale of a complete distribution channel from IBM to Lenovo allowed it to enter the American market and build a strong brand image in front of potential collaborators. To increase the engagement of B2B buyers, Lenovo has contacts with Demandbase and Adobe to help provide a more personalized tour for prospective customers when browsing the web. Lenovo anticipates and knows customer preferences. It has developed an online resource center which filters customers using various criteria, so the site will automatically provide content based on a customer's industry. Following, let's look at the risks involved in each sector. As said before, BR and AR have many applications that can make companies more efficient and competitive. Thus, companies are more willing to try these technologies and do the investment if they know they will be rewarded. Companies like GE, Uber, IKEA, and BMW have already started implementing it in various areas, such as employee training, customer experience, and engineering departments. On the other hand, VR/AR applications for users are more leisure-based, making it an inherently riskier implementation option. The creation of those applications for the sake of the experience has no inherent value to the customer other than the hype it generates, making it much harder to achieve larger and sustained growth in this area. Lastly, look at some examples where B2B has been a success. Microsoft pursued B2B for their VR headsets. The device is sold at quite a high price, but also in a subscription format. The company describes their product as a way to see new ways to work better together with the ultimate mixed reality device, and with the intention of helping companies be more productive and innovative. To help in their deployment, they have built a developer community and also released an app called Guides with the intention of aiding the training of new employees and users of the device. On the other hand, Oculus, the company acquired by Facebook, had a different approach. They were selling their products as a way to turn our world into an arcade, so targeting younger consumers. As explained before, this approach didn't reach their expectations. Nevertheless, we see how the same device has worked in businesses. For example, Walmart bought 17,000 headsets to help in the training of new employees. So, some learnings for both cases is that the use of development communities and the targeting the product to specific business uses will result in better execution.
Alright, so now that we've proved entering B2B as the best strategic option, let us present our recommended action plan for Lenovo. Firstly, if we take a look at the AR/VR ecosystem from the European Commission report in 2020, we can see that this technology is already being used by many big players in different industries. As for Lenovo, it would compete in the technology providers layer with its data center group. That is one of the business units that the company is trying to accelerate and is currently offering B2B solutions in AI, cloud computing, data centers, and SAP, among many others. This makes it the perfect business unit to launch this new technology through. Moving on to how they should compete, we strongly recommend they make the most out of their synergies by leveraging its current resources and capabilities. What do we mean by that? Well, as we have seen at the beginning of the presentation, Lenovo is a gigantic firm with plenty of financial resources, a very strong reputation, and operating experience in 160 countries, which could ease the start of this new project. Another key asset that the company has is its B2B client portfolio, and they definitely need to make use of it. They are already providing solutions to many companies, such as Net Logistics, New City College, or Fitness Fit, but you can find many others on their website. And Lenovo could predict future needs for these companies, even solve them with the new AR technology they would launch, and that would make all these companies new potential customers. Finally, we detected a great opportunity in the Chinese market. After checking the top AR/VR technology developers in China from a top-tier information company that is Clutch, we saw that the majority of them, although getting relevant, are still mid-sized companies that are not fully focused on AR/VR technology just yet. Given Lenovo's privileged position, we recommend they offer these B2B solutions in the Chinese market as soon as possible, not only to capitalize the opportunity, but also to place a defensive move. Finally, and as a visualization of our recommended action plan, what we're saying is that they should compete as technology providers for B2B AR/VR solutions. They should definitely make use of their synergies and leverage their resources and capabilities. We detected a great opportunity in the Chinese market for them, given their privileged position, and that could also be a defensive move. And we would recommend it to do it as soon as possible to obtain the necessary experience to thrive in the future and be well positioned when the market rises. Finally, heading to our conclusions, we're going to have a brief summary of all the points touched upon. As for the market analysis, we proved that this market is going to have an incremental growth that will be very great, but right now it's still in the early development life cycle phase. Our reasons for going B2B is because it is focused on productivity, and therefore more value is available to be extracted. And also due to Lenovo's strategic relationship and infrastructures that would give it a competitive advantage. As per the recommendations, and as we just saw, it also owns a very strong reputation, financial resources, a good and strong opportunity in China due to their privileged position, and a client portfolio that could become new potential customers. Finally, this is a table that compares the two options that we were asked to analyze in this case, and it clearly shows that going B2B is the best one, as we were proving in this presentation. That would be the end. Thank you so much.